Marc Marquez unveils updates to his Ducati for the French MotoGP, while Bagnaia introduces a new item at Le Mans, described as something Marc Marquez already uses. Let's delve into this and stay tuned for more details. Francesco Bagnaia is heading into this weekend's French Grand Prix at Le Mans with revised equipment on his Ducati, aiming to make his first serious statement in the 2025 MotoGP title fight. Following a third-place finish at the Spanish GP, thanks in part to a late crash by his factory teammate and primary rival Marc Marquez, Bagnaia gained valuable points. However, he was once again outpaced by Gresini Racing's Alex Marquez, who clinched the victory and now holds a 20-point lead in the championship standings. Bagnaia completed a full day of testing at Jerez and confirmed that he'll be riding with new updates on the GP25 in France. While the exact specifications of the upgrades remain under wraps, Bagnaia did reveal that some components had previously been tested by Marc Marquez. "We brought something to use at Le Mans," Bagnaia shared after the test. "It's something Marc already tried. I removed it after the Thailand test because I didn't feel comfortable with it, but this time I felt better using it." He also experimented with other adjustments during the Jerez test, but admitted he still needs time to evaluate them fully. One of the key technical differences between Bagnaia's bike and Marquez's remains the swingarm. A new version was made available to factory Ducati riders during the Jerez test, as explained by team manager Davide Tardossi. However, Bagnaia has opted to continue using the previous version. "I already used last year's swingarm," he said. "Marc is using a different one. I gave it a try, but I didn't like it. It felt too similar to mine, so I've decided to stick with the one I know. I do expect a new swingarm will arrive in the future, possibly for me." Bagnaia previously mentioned discovering two key elements during testing that could improve his performance in this intense title battle. But he's kept the details under wraps. With Ducati urging him to find the missing pieces needed to stay in contention, the pressure is on for a strong performance at Le Mans. Historically, Bagnaia has struggled to find his rhythm early in race weekends, particularly on Fridays. As the paddock shifts to France, all eyes will be on whether the post-Jerez upgrades can help him overcome these recurring issues and set the tone for the remainder of the season. What do you think? Can Bagnaia bounce back and close the gap on Alex Marquez? Or will the French GP expose more cracks in his title defense? Let's hear your predictions. Marc Marquez enters the French MotoGP at Le Mans, riding a wave of momentum following a critical post-race test at Jerez. Although the test came on the heels of a disappointing crash in the Spanish Grand Prix, it offered the perfect opportunity for the 8-time world champion to refine his Ducati GP25 ahead of the next showdown. The adjustments he explored could play a pivotal role in shaping his performance in France, though he remains uncertain about implementing them just yet. Throughout the Jerez session, Marquez concentrated heavily on improving the front-end feel of the bike, an area that has proven troublesome in past races. He also experimented with an older swingarm to evaluate its effectiveness under current racing conditions. Despite the limited scope of the test, the small tweaks demonstrated Ducati's focus on fine-tuning rather than overhauling the GP25's core structure. Marquez emphasized the importance of precision over dramatic change. He acknowledged that while the factory isn't introducing revolutionary components, the attention to detail remains sharp. These minor upgrades are part of Ducati's broader strategy to gain incremental performance gains throughout the season, rather than relying on sweeping updates that may disrupt balance. Confidence in the bike's base configuration remains strong. Marquez believes the foundation is solid and that staying consistent while managing his own performance is the key. His recent mistakes, including a crash while leading in Austin and another fall in Jerez, have cost him valuable points. Still, he remains firmly in the title conversation, trailing only his brother Alex Marquez by a single point. The Jerez test session provided encouraging signs. Marquez set the fastest time across both timesheets, showcasing his innate speed and technical precision. However, while test day success is promising, it's the race weekend at Le Mans where the true stakes lie. A strong performance there would help shift the narrative away from crashes and back toward championship contention. Though Marquez didn't confirm if the new parts tested would debut at Le Mans, he left the door open for possible implementation depending on race weekend conditions. His strategy leans toward caution, preferring to roll out changes only when they are fully optimized. This measured approach reflects a more mature, calculated mindset, one likely influenced by years of experience at the highest level. Ducati team manager Davide Tardossi praised the collaboration between Marquez and his teammate Francesco Bagnaia. Their combined efforts have been crucial in developing the GP25 into a finely tuned machine. Even though Bagnaia has had a sluggish start to the year, he remains a serious contender, currently sitting 20 points behind championship leader Alex Marquez. Marquez himself acknowledged the challenges he consistently faces, citing specific weak points in his riding and the bike's handling. However, he is reassured by the team's focused direction and the clear vision of what's needed to improve. The clarity gained from the test boosts his confidence heading into the next races, especially given the competitive nature of the current grid. As the season progresses, every test and practice session gains weight in determining the championship's outcome. With his natural speed intact and a clearer understanding of what the bike requires, Marquez seems poised to bounce back strongly. The upcoming French Grand Prix offers him the perfect platform to do just that and remind his rivals that he's still a force to be reckoned with. Though Le Mans will be a true test of resilience, strategy and skill, the experience at Jerez might just be the turning point Marquez needs. With renewed insight and an eagerness to stay mistake-free, he heads into the weekend with both determination and caution. A blend that could prove powerful in the battle for MotoGP supremacy. If you're a fan of MotoGP, the tension at the top of the standings is exactly what makes this season so thrilling. With just 1 point separating the Marquez brothers and multiple contenders still in striking distance, Le Mans could deliver another unpredictable chapter in this electrifying championship. Whether you're rooting for the fearless aggression of Marc Marquez, the steady evolution of Bagnaia, or a surprise surge from the midfield, the 2025 French GP promises high stakes, roaring engines and edge-of-your-seat excitement. So buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride through the heart of France. The competitive landscape of MotoGP this season has created a captivating storyline for fans and teams alike. With several manufacturers pushing the limits of innovation and riders displaying remarkable grit, each race feels like a defining moment. For Marc Marquez, every lap is a chance to refine his approach, adapt to evolving bike dynamics and capitalize on even the smallest advantage. His journey with Ducati is more than just a comeback. It's a calculated evolution in pursuit of another world title. Looking ahead, the championship is wide open, and consistency will be the currency of success. Marquez knows the margin for error is razor thin, especially with competitors like Jorge Martin, Brad Binder, and Maverick Vinales showing flashes of brilliance. As the season unfolds, fans can expect a blend of tactical battles, high-speed drama, and emotional victories. Whether you're trackside at Le Mans or watching from afar, the spirit of MotoGP continues to deliver the raw, unpredictable thrill that defines the sport.
Welcome to GP Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.